Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com bringing y'all my NBA Jam session on February 7th, 2023, man. If you're looking for more of this great content, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop a y'all like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like, man. If you're looking for my best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, and best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, man, check us out over at Pickdawgz.com and click that premium picks tab. If you're looking for my $15 NBA Jam session play, my best bet in the NBA every night, man, click that link in the description. It'll take you right to my handicapper page, man, and my feature play every day is usually that $15 NBA Jam session play, man. We did drop it last night with the Oklahoma City Thunder buddies, man. Hated to see that. We're going to bounce back for sure tonight on that Jam session play. I love tonight's play, so scoop that up, 15 bucks. And follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ, as that's where I update y'all on late injury news. Let y'all know if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, man. Also drop free parlays occasionally, free plays as well. So follow me over there, man. We got a 6-game card tonight in the NBA. We're going to try to smash it per usual, man. Get back on the right track. Last night was we're going to do better than that. We're going to do that tonight, man. So without further ado, let's make some money tonight, man, and let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. In our first matchup of the night, man, we got the New York Knicks out on the road facing the Orlando Magic. New York road favorites in this one, laying 1.5, total 225. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I think this line is right where it should be. I think this is a 50-50 type game, and I could really see it going either way. I could really make an argument for either side here in this one. They're both in similar spots. The New York Knicks are coming off 4 straight home games where they really don't play their best basketball. They did win 2 of those, though, against Philadelphia and Miami. They dropped to the Clippers and the Lakers on their home floor. Orlando's coming off 4 straight road games where they don't play their best basketball. They won 3 of 4, though, out on the road. A win against Charlotte, Minnesota, and Philadelphia. Their one loss on the road did come against Philadelphia in a home-and-home situation. So it's a little interesting spot for both teams here in this one, man. We've seen these two teams face off once this season in Madison Square Garden. The Knicks did win that one, 115-102 on the 24th of October. We know the Orlando Magic have been playing really good basketball here recently, man. If y'all haven't been paying attention, they're sneakily trying to become the best cover team in all of the NBA, man. Right now, they're number 2, and they're not far behind our favorite money-making team, the Oklahoma City Thunder buddies, man. They're 31-22. 31, 22, and 1 against the spread this season. And they're at home where they've played their best basketball all season, man. Like I said, it's a tough spot. Orlando this season, 16-10 on their home floor against the spread. But we know the New York Knicks, man, they love hooping out on the road, as they are the best road cover team at 17-9 against the spread out on the road. Interesting game here, interesting spot. I really like what I've seen from the Magic, man. We've been on the Magic a ton this season, but I am going to take the New York Knicks here. I think they get it done on the road like they've done for majority of the season. They're the best road cover team in the NBA for a reason, and I do think they come in here and get themselves a road win. I do lean New York Knicks. We saw them play really well against the Sixers in their last one with the 108-97 win. I think they get this one done against the Magic. I think the Knicks are just slightly a better team right now, even though the Magic are really playing some good basketball, man. I'll lean Knicks in our first matchup of the night. I'll lay the 1.5 here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Phoenix Suns out on the road facing the Brooklyn Nets. Phoenix laying 5.5, total 226.5. We got a good one here tonight, man. I'm taking the Suns, though. I'll lay the 5.5. I think they beat up on this Nets team here tonight. Nets on a back-to-back. After failing to get the cover last night against the Clippers in a game they were in it for majority of the game, depending on which number you had. I know the line I had on the jam session yesterday I think was 7.5, so we got the cover. I know some people probably got 8, got the push. Some people got 8.5, didn't cover at all, man. Whew. We're at that time of season. The NBA lines, man, are starting to get super efficient. But the Nets, man, Cam Thomas, I was talking shit about my guy yesterday, man, and he came out and hooped again, another 40-burger. I said I didn't think he was going to go off like that again against 2 of the top wing defenders in the NBA. Boy, was I wrong, man. He came out there hooping again, man. Do I see him doing it for 3 nights in a row? I mean, he's a certified bucket getter, I will say that. And he very well might get his share. But I will say I think the Suns win this game comfortably. That's what I will say. We've seen the Suns play really good basketball here recently. They've won 4 of their last 5, and they're getting their best player back tonight in Devin Booker, man. Let's not forget the Suns team, the number 1 seed in the Western Conference last year. They've started to turn it back around after their long stretch of playing terrible basketball where they were really banged up. They're starting to get it back together, man, and I can see them really making them push to improve their seeding in the Western Conference. The Suns are a really good basketball team, especially in Phoenix. I know they're on the road in this one, but definitely the better team, starting to get back in that mode. Brooklyn on a back-to-back, still without their top guys. I'm taking the Suns. I'll lay the 5.5 here in this matchup tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Atlanta Hawks out on the road facing the New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans home favorites in this one, laying 1.5, total 236. I do think this is a 50-50 type game, a really efficient line, and I can make an argument for either team to win this game. I do lean New Orleans Pelicans, though, as I do think the spot sets up much better for this team, and I think they win this game, to be honest. So when we go through and look at it, this will be the 5th straight road game for the Atlanta Hawks. Y'all know I hate these spots, man. And their schedule that they played out there was pretty tough as well, as they played a really good home team in the Portland Trail Blazers, lost that one 129-125. Played a really good home team in the Phoenix Suns, although they did put it to the Suns in that one. They won the game 132-100. They won the next road game as well against the Utah Jazz 115-108, another good home team. And then they just lost against arguably the best home team in the NBA in the Denver Nuggets 128-108. So their 5th straight home game. Now they're playing another really good home team tonight in the New Orleans Pelicans. Man, the Pelicans 19-9 straight up at home this season. And I think they get to 20-9. I've liked what I've seen from the Pelicans here recently, man. I think they go for their 3rd straight win. I know this team is just recently coming off a 10-game losing streak, but I think it's behind them now, man. And we've been on them in their last 2 games. We took them in the contrarian spot against the Los Angeles Lakers to get off the 10-game snide. They did that. They beat them at home 131-126. And then the very next night on a back-to-back, they played the Sacramento Kings, one of our favorite money-making teams. And we took them in that spot as well. They put it to the Kings in that one, 136-104. Really good win, man. The Pelicans also working with revenge, as the Hawks did beat them on the 5th of November in an overtime game, 124-121, man. I think the Pelicans win this game. I've liked what I've seen from them in their last few games, man. I think the momentum kind of carries over. The Hawks, I think they will improve as the season goes on. I just don't like the spot for them here tonight. I do think they fall back 1 game under 500, but I think they make a run in the second half of the season, especially after the All-Star break. I think we see them make a little push for better seeding in the East. But I think this Pelicans team, man, y'all know me. I'm really high on this Pelicans team. I've liked what I've seen from this season, and I'm on record this season saying when this team is healthy, man, they could possibly make a push for that Western Conference Finals. I really believe that. And I think this team starts to get back rolling after that long stretch of losing. I'm taking the Pelicans. I'm laying the 1.5 here in this one tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got your Chicago Bulls. They're out on the road facing the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis laying 7.5, total 235. For me in this one, man, 9 times out of 10, I'm staying away. I want no action in this game. A lot of outside noise going on with this one with both teams, quite honestly. And as I said yesterday, we don't got to bet every game this week, especially. And I think this is for sure one where we just have no action. Well, that's what I'm doing, quite honestly. We got the Ja Morant stuff going on with the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm not going to go too far into that, man. Unfortunate situation. We got the Chicago Bulls, one of the few huge trade teams. I could see a number of these guys being traded by Thursday. Vooch, maybe DeMar, maybe Zach, Caruso. I can see a lot of guys going from the Chicago Bulls team. I know they're playing good basketball right now, but you know they're on a back-to-back after beating the Spurs last night. I really don't like the spot for them. That game was competitive too, majority of the way through. The Bulls did pull off late. The Grizzlies, we know they're a really, really, really good home team. I could see this as a perfect bounce back and get right opportunity for them. So I do lean Grizzlies in a small lean. But again, I'm probably going to stay away from this one. And if I do bet it in any capacity, it's probably not going to be until right before tip-off, as I want as much information as I can get on this game. So follow me on Twitter. If I do end up betting this game, I'll tweet y'all what I feel about this game. But again, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably staying away. A lot of extra outside noise going on with this game, man. If you know, you know. So, yeah, that's how I feel about it. Grizzlies could bounce back in this one. The Bulls could stay hot. Me personally, I'd rather just stay away. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves, a.k.a. the House of Disappointment, man, out on the road facing the Denver Chicken Nuggets. Denver laying 8.5, total 235.5. Interesting matchup, man. We just saw these two teams play just 2 nights ago on the 5th with the Minnesota Timberwolves, man, putting it to the Denver Nuggets, man. A 30-point win in that one, 128-98. We had the Timberwolves in that one, but that box score is deceiving, man. Don't put too much stock in that. The Nuggets didn't play anybody. They pretty much sat everybody. So, again, I wouldn't put too much stock in that one. This one, we know the golden rule, man. The Denver Nuggets on their home floor, we either take them or we pass the game 9 times out of 10. And here in this one, I think it's a spot where we take them. I think they repay the favor to this Minnesota Timberwolves team. Quite honestly, man, I think they put it to them. Let's not confuse ourselves. This Denver Nuggets team is arguably the best team on their home floor in the entire NBA. Against the spread, they're number 2 at 18-10-1 against the spread, right behind the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are 18-9-1 against the spread on their home floor. Straight up at home, man, we know what the Denver Nuggets are, the best team on their home floor at 25-4 straight up on their home floor this season. I think we lay the points here. We don't overcomplicate it, and the Nuggets absolutely wiped the floor with the Timberwolves. We're really comfortable with laying these huge numbers with the Nuggets at home. We've done it majority of the season. I think it's another spot to do so. I know the Timberwolves have kept it competitive with the Denver Nuggets all season. I will say that as well. The Timberwolves won the first matchup 124-111 on the 2nd of January, so not that long ago. The Nuggets then turned around and won the second one in Denver, 122-118, although the Timberwolves kept it competitive in that one. That game was on the 18th of January. And the last matchup, as we just talked about a minute ago, was on the 5th with the Nuggets sitting everybody. Timberwolves won that one by 30. So can the Nuggets tie up the season series tonight? I definitely think so. And I think they do it pretty convincingly. The best team on their home floor this season, man. It looks like the guys are going tonight. And I think they beat up on this Timberwolves team. We've been on the house of disappointment in some spots this season, especially here recently as they just played 5 straight home games. It was a good spot to be on them. They did pretty well on their little home stand, man. And y'all know I have no problem fading them, back to fading them. I think it's a perfect spot to do so. So give me the Nuggets. I'll lay the 8.5 here in this matchup tonight. In our last and final matchup of the night, man, the game everybody's going to have their eyes on, man. And it's a very interesting spot. We got the Lakers laying 6.5 on the Thunder Buddies, man. The cover buddies, the best cover team in all of the NBA. Does LeBron James pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the leading scorer in NBA history in tonight's game is the burning question. Whew. Quite honestly, man, this is what I think. This is what I think happens tonight. This is what I think. I think the Thunder Buddies cover the spread. I think it's a really good game, and I think LeBron's final stat line is somewhere around 25, 9, and 8. That's how I see it. I think he passes Kareem in his next game against the Milwaukee Bucks. Originally, like a month or so ago, I said it was going to be the game after Milwaukee against the Golden State Warriors, as I thought he would pass it against his arch nemesis and his rivals in the Golden State Warriors, and that would have been a perfect storyline to close that chapter, since we're probably not going to ever get it again in the finals or the Western Conference Finals, because the Lakers are atrocious. So I thought that was going to be a perfect ending to the story, but who knows, man? I don't think he gets it tonight, quite honestly. And I think the Thunder Buddies have other plans, and they keep this game competitive with the Lakers. We did drop our $15 NBA Jam Session play last night with the Thunder Buddies, as they got it hammered late in that game by the Golden State Warriors, man. Golden State pulled off on them boys late at home. Hate to see that, man. Thunder were in it majority of the game and then just fell apart. And they're on a back-to-back, man, a road back-to-back at that, but I really do think they keep this one competitive tonight with the Los Angeles Lakers. I think Bron does have a good game. He's still listed as questionable right now. I do think he has a good game, but my gut feeling tells me he doesn't pass him tonight. I think he passes him against Milwaukee. I just really do. That's just how I see it. 35, I think, is what he needs. That's a lot, man, especially for LeBron right now. 25, 9, and 8 is the stat line tonight. That's what I'm going with for LeBron James, man. I think he ends up like 10 points off, and he for sure passes it against the Milwaukee Bucks. So that's what I'm going with. I think the Thunder keep this game competitive all the way through. We've seen them do it for majority of the season. I know they're on the road back-to-back after getting hammered last night. I know this is a huge stage with everybody's eyes on this game tonight. I know that, but I think the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, use this as a perfect opportunity to show the world his skills. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Thunder won this game outright, quite honestly. So give me the Thunder plus the 6.5. I lean LeBron James under. I think he passes them against Milwaukee. And that game is nationally televised too on TNT. I've been seeing people say, this game is on TNT. The Lakers for sure, he's going to for sure do it. I don't think so, man. I don't think anything's for sure. And we've seen that for sure this NBA season, man. So in our last and final game of the night, man, I'm taking the Thunder Buddies again, plus the 6.5. I think they keep this one competitive. I think LeBron passes them next game, although I think tonight will be a really good watch. So give me the Thunder Buddies in our last and final game of the night. And that's going to conclude today's episode on the Jam Session on February 7th, 2023, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe if you're new. And drop your like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like, man. My best bets can be found at Pickdawgz Premium, including my long-term packages, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, seasonal, however you want to do it, man. Including my $15 NBA Jam Session play and all my bets for today's action, man. You can find them at Pickdawgz Premium, man. Also, follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ. That's where I usually update y'all on late injury news, let y'all know if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association. And I drop free parlays and free plays, all that stuff occasionally over there as well, man. So follow me there. 6-game card tonight in the NBA. We're going to try to bounce back and smash it per usual. So let's do just that, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'll talk to y'all on Twitter. Talk to y'all in the comments, man. I'll see y'all in the morning. I'm out. Peace.